Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, George Kirby. What do we have on him?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have.
Now a dive at short. Gathers and throws. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Well, they are going to challenge the call. And so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way. And now here is Ha-Sung Kim. Swinging a high fly ball down the right field line. Puts it away for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Swing and a base hit. Coming home. The relay. And he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Flares it into the outfield. And foul ball. In the dirt. And a full count now. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Whips it to first.
Yeah, you're out.
1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Late swing, foul to the left. And downstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, base is empty. Good eye right there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes. Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The other way, and a base hit right there. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Raleigh leads off first with 2 down to the inning. To the right side. They get the force, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, second inning set to go. Tommy Edman at the plate. Kirby back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
No ball.
0-1. Kirby, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Ripped to first. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Up the middle. Tosses to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Ji-hwan up next for the A's. And that's through there for a strike.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Crawford. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of it. Back in Seattle, bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
So here comes Rowdy Tellez. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And a couple of quick outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Swinging a foul out of play. And the righty deals. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Second inning here, no score. On the ground to short, Bay. Throws to first.
Got him. That's an
3
out.
up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Seattle. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Late swing, fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. That one misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
In the air out to center. And that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a...
Polanco slings to first and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Hauls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Kim at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball.
Hiura at second with 2 down. This to third. Schumann sends it across to first. That ends the frame. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for Seattle, Max Schumann. That one finds the zone. And that's strike 1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Suzuki makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His first homer of the year and to grab the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Liner, base hit.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So, man aboard. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Could be extra bases. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He's safe. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nicely.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Say goodbye to that one. They'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
One out, base is empty. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. That one outside, and that's ball one.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
What a stop. Nicely done for the out. Two down, base is empty. At the plate, Luke Raley. That one drilled left field. Going back. On the warning track. And hauls it in. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to. Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And it stays fair. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Tommy Edman will hit next. Runner on the go. Yeah. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. He's safe. They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage. That's towards center. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Two on, one out.
Ball 2.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there, and it hits the fence. One run across. Rodriguez hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ji-hwan-bae. Base hit, one run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they trail by 1.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful
run around the move. That one found hard the other way. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Save! And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And gone. He hammers one out to right. His first homer of the year, and the A's jump in front. It's 5-4.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
And here is Hae-Sung Kim. That one the other way. They got it for out number 2.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. A's leading by a run. Towards first, Raley. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now, Rowdy Tellez. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
That's to third, fire to second, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now the third baseman, Max Schumann. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Slings it across.
Yes, you're out.
And that is that. Mariners go down quietly there. We go to the top of the 5th. And now Hae-Sung Kim. Kirby back to work. Kim, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo up and throwing. Thornton getting loose as well. Crawford throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
2 away as he takes a ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Moore brings it in, and that'll do it. The A's strand 1. They lead at 5-4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. On the ground to third. Kim with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Quan heads after it. And there's 2 down. Here's some real power at the plate. Cal Raleigh. Runner takes off. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Look out. That fastball drilled him. And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first. And Polanco is out. And that is the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Edward Bizzardo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Langoliers at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Trent Thornton getting loose out there. Salcedo also throwing.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And that one hammered. That's back. And gone! He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Ji-Hwan Bae digs in now. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 7-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Kira now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. Out. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. And stepping in is the speedy Hae-Sung Kim. And there's a foul ball. Inside. Ball. And now it's even 1-1. And that's too high. That one fouled off. 2-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's a double. Hae-Sung Kim with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming.
And there's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
Trent Thornton comes on now. One out, runner at second. Hae-Sung Kim getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Crawford tosses across to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Steven Kwan, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. To the right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Ball 2.
On the ground to the left. Kim with the throw to first. One away, bottom of the 6th. Here's Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 2. Outside. And that is ball 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Senga ready to fire now. Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right
No
by
ball.
him, slightly
2 strikes.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did
No,
it
that's a
perfectly.
ball.
And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
2 on, 1 out. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Did he
Started
swing?
after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. Didn't go.
Ball
Just
3.
missed.
Really good take,
Full
especially
count.
with 2 strikes.
And that's through the
3.
swing. It's a strikeout. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. He's already homered in this game. First
No.
pitch just misses.
1-0.
That's
No.
down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Two on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. He caught it behind his back to first. And that's a great play for the out. Back in Seattle, and now Seiya Suzuki. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Now the A's designated hitter, Tommy Edman. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes. Ball.
Bases
2-0.
empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one to first. Raley steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. That one's
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1. Swings and misses. That's strike
1 ball,
1.
1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Going to count 1 and 2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Outside.
2-2.
Ground ball, left side. Sends it to first.
He's out.
The A's go quietly. And we're back, ready to go for the last. half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Now into the ball game on defense. Rob Refsnyder. He takes over in right. Also entering the game, Shea Wick. He's in at shortstop. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tomoyuki Sagano. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. J.P. Crawford will hit next. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. One at second. Over to first, but he beats it. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And now it's filled up. Crawford stands at first with one out. And ball four, two aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Polanco in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 8-7. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So digging in, Luke Raley. And that's outside. Ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we're starting over. It's 8-8. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So it's all tied up. Thanks. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make left-hander out of the bullpen. Brooks Raley
bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And now the 0-1. Just missed. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor.
No.
Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
1-0.
Moore, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that gets down for a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel.
Runner on the go. There's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Yoshida sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. So digging in, Shea Whitcomb getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Inside, just missed. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Andres Munoz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Snyder also getting ready. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Base hit center field. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the kick.
Runner on the go. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Comes up empty.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. First and second, no outs. Hesung Kim now at the plate, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And that bunted towards third. Grabs it barehanded to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he's just given himself up to move 2 runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Denzel Clark. Late on that fastball.
In the infield at the corners. Prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job.
Gabe Spire gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
First offering, runner goes, pitch is low, throw there, safe.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
2 on, 1 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline, and they lead by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next up for the A's, Masataka Yoshida. Taking his first at bat of the game. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. The A's looking to add another. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. A Rosarena hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Rob Refsnyder up next for the A's. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. He was late there. Strike 1.
No ball.
Kim at second with 2 down. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. He runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Shintaro Fujinami. A Rosarena stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that is out of play.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Rodriguez stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. Lifted in the air out to left, and that'll fall for a base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one inside. 1-2 to count. The Athletics leading by 3 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. To second for 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Colin Snyder gets handed the rock out of the pen. And now it's going to be Tommy Edman. Foul ball. Well struck right field. And it is gone. His first homer of the year. It's 12-8. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Harry Ford. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's a laser base hit. Man at first, nobody out. Shea Whitcomb up next for the A's. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
1 strike.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the 9th. Ball 1 there.
Inside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. Out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here comes a skipper out of a new pitcher in the game, Taylor Saucedo.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And that one fouled off. Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled to first. Now out. One gone in the ninth. Next up for the A's, Hesung Kim. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Out to short, Crawford. Zips it across. Two gone now. 2 outs, base is empty. Denzel Clark up next for the A's. Looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one pulled foul. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Denzel Clark with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
No
Safe
ball.
at second with a stolen base. Chop to third. Schumann zips it to first, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2. 1-2.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. That one missed.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
This one popped up. Kim. And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a ball. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. And that one wrapped foul. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The A's take this one in a blowout.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
14-8 is the final. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. It's the Athletics taking on. Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo.
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Check swing. He went. Strike one.
0-1.
And foul ball. On the ground, out to short. One out in the top of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. And here comes Tommy Edman. Went deep in the ball game last night. Swing, and a ball popped up. This one a mile high. Schumann. 2 down. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And it's fouled away. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Ground ball up the middle. Crawford on the run, throw to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Tag, and he's out at the plate. They don't come much closer than that. Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the hill, the big righty, Yu Darvish.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a work. I'm excited for this one. Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, J.P. Crawford. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. But foul. 1 out, bases empty. Hit on the ground to short. Bay. On to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
2 out, space is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Polanco launched a homer in his most recent game. Raleigh off of first with 2 away. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2-2.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's off the inside corner, and the count's full. Absolutely frozen with a backdoor slider for strike 3. Back in Seattle, top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Castillo back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that
Makes the grab, one down. Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Kestahira, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Moore sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Dylan Moore, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. A little bit low. And the count is 1-1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Suzuki makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. First pitch, not close. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup.
2-0.
Clips the corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is outside. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rodriguez on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. It bangs off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Edman in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Suzuki now in the box.
No
comes
ball,
up empty
strike.
with a swing there. And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now, Stephen Kwan.
Back one.
And safe.
0-1.
It's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
That's down and in.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
In the dirt. One out, the runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. One down. Ha-Sung Kim up next for the A's. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that is gone. He sends it out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Castillo won't go any further. And this is new pitcher for the Mariners, Emerson Hancock.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Hit in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down. Keston Hiura up to hit now. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone. 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Foul ball.
2 outs. Fastball is outside. Hot shot to third. Tosses to first, and they're happy to just get off the field. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Arozarena went deep in his most recent game. Gets the slider in there for a strike. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Outside.
First offering, and it just misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike on the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and brings it in at the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Kim with the throw to first. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ji-hwan Bae. Line drive, Bae now with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball.
Throw. Save.
Wow.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
Just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His second of the year. It's 8-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. That's to third, Schumann. Over to first, third out, and that ends the frame. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cal Raleigh. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And that one hit to first, and he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The A's
1-0.
up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering is in for a strike. Darvish kicks, delivers. Good job to fight that one off. Inside. And the count now even up.
2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In the air, out towards right center. Lee on the move to the alley. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back in Seattle, new inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Hancock back to work. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Hancock, the tall righty, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. High fly ball out towards left center. Puts it away for the out. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He is singled and he is flied to left. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't
run around the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first, and that is the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Rowdy Tellez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
2-2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Moore in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Hit in the air, right field. Suzuki hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Max Schumann. He's 0 for 1. Slider misses outside. Tellez leads off first with one away. Just missed.
Ball.
That one pushed foul. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position. and just one out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Second and third here, one away. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Base hit. One run is in. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 8-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Crawford stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. And there's a ball.
That missed.
In the dirt, but kept close. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
You got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 2 runs. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's hard hit on the line. Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one down. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ji-hwan And a big swing and a miss.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Crawford throws to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, bases empty. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. That one felt good. His second home run of the series. It's 9-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And here comes Edward Bizzardo on to pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's get one on this homer. And it's now 3-4-5. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tomoyuki Sagano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. The Athletics up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Next pitch is inside. And the count 1-2. Bouncer to second. And that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. 2 outs. Base is empty. Next is the speedy first baseman, Luke Raley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 0-2 now. And ball one.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2.
Right side. And it goes just foul. Fastball is outside.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. That one back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the back. Batter now, Ha-Sung Kim. He's already homered here in this one. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-2. Jung-Hoo Lee up next for the A's. Lined, and that's a base hit. Keston Hiura up next for the A's. Oh, for the kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Now a move being made at second base. Coming in as a pinch runner, Denzel Clark. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And now Ha-Sung Kim. Just missed. Out there to center. That's a base hit as a run scores. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to now on the bump, Trent Thornton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That's a base hit. Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. So they're at the corners now, and now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. He's in there. And the lead continues to grow. 1. Gone, runner at first. Tommy Edman up next for the A's.
Number 73.
Runner takes off. Cut on and missed. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw, set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
The big 6 spot already on the board this inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first. Raley. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the DH. Rowdy Tellez. So coming into the game now on defense, Rob Refsnyder. He takes over in right. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Now playing right field. Number 30.
That to right. Refsnyder sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Dylan Moore. 0 for 2 in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Struck him out looking. And stepping in for the Mariners, Max Schumann. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Left field, way back there. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second, and he's got his second double of the game.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Randy Arozarena.
1-0.
Schumann on at second with 2 down. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a swing and a miss.
1-2's the count.
And they'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Not close with that one. 2-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and here's the veteran outfielder, Rob Refsnyder.
Number 30, Rob Refsnyder.
Thornton back to work. Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball.
It's 0-1.
Thornton, a righty that throws with power. 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. On the ground to third. Fair ball. So a man at first. Next up for the A's, Masataka Yoshida. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. On a line out towards center. Rodriguez snags it. Shea Whitcomb will hit next. Getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. That misses. Ball 1. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2-1.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Denzel Clark, the next to hit. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. The A's looking to add another. In the air, left field, down the line. A Rosarena on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Moore squeezes it, and that'll do it. No run. On to the bottom of the 8th, and new pitcher now, Yuki Matsui.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Inside, just missed. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the catch for the out. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swinging a foul out of play. You'll one. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a good
No,
eye
that's
there.
low. Ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Handles, throws to first, and the Mariners set down one. Back in Seattle, and here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura.
The first baseman, number 8, Keston Hiura.
There's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Right there to make the grab. And there's one away. So digging in, Hesung Kim. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now here is Ji-Hwan Bae. And a swing and a miss there.
0 balls,
2
1
down,
strike.
nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Grounds one to short. Crawford on the run, sends it over to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth. And they hand the ball over to a new arm, Yusei Kikuchi.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Close, but called a ball. And
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good eye in that
That's a
spot.
ball.
That one hammered center field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
The A's up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9.
Yeah.
Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off
No
speed
balls,
there.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez.
The designated hitter,
Swings and misses. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving it
On the ground, and this should do it. And they'll go the short way, and that is the ball game.
offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
15-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
you